Okay, so let me just begin by saying you all know if you followed me anytime, you know I do not really care for cancel culture. I really don't. I don't care for it. It's just a thing of like, it has its own little thing because y'all pick and y'all choose who, when, why, and how extreme. And the rhyme and the reason a lot of time is just a mess. So I'll just start by saying that I really am not a fan of the whole cancel culture thing, but I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. So we're going to talk about it. So who's getting canceled first with the recent events of the past 2 days or so? Who's getting canceled first? Tamar Braxton or Gloria Gaynor? Who's going to survive and who's not? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking into this video. Listen, this is going to be a little bit all over the place. If you've been looking at your timelines on your social media at all, then you know that in the last 48 hours or so, it's gotten real crazy. It really started over the weekend, but it just has gone truly crazy. I'm going to touch on to the Gloria Gaynor thing first, and then we're going to roll it on around with Janice. Okay? Yeah, that's how we're going to do this. So here's the thing. Both people are doing what is their Pennsylvania privilege. They're handling things however it is that they choose to handle them. But we're going to start with Gloria Gaynor. For some of my younger people who don't know who Gloria Gaynor is, because I know there's some of y'all that are young, y'all probably don't know nothing about what the hell is a Gloria Gaynor. I Will Survive. That's her big song. She is like the mother of one hit wonders. Okay, she's the song I Will Survive has become an anthem to certain groups of people. And by certain groups of people, I'm talking about women as a whole, all women, and the LGBTQIA. Okay. So that song is legendary. It is literally legendary. It is an anthem to women for multiple reasons, to the gays for multiple reasons. And the truth of the matter is, she is like one of the original one hit wonders. I don't even know, and I've been around, okay? And I love music, and y'all know that. I don't know what else Gloria Gaynor did. Nothing that I could, pull off the top of my head that I could say, oh, I love that Gloria Gaynor stuff. I Will Survive. That's it. That's her. Okay? So that's that. That's that. Gloria Gaynor became a legend by coming up with an anthem for women and the gays. Two things that y'all's president don't hold dear. Help me, somebody. I said it. I said it. Two things that your president does not hold dear: the LGBTQA and women. Don't give a damn about either one of those groups of people, okay? So that is what it is. I ain't even got to lay it all out. Grab them by the whatever rights they've given, let's roll it back. I ain't even got to go there. I ain't going there with y'all, okay? Would you say, Isis, that song helped me through so many trying times in my life? That's right. It's been remade by Diana Ross. It's been remade by Shantae Savage and many others. But Gloria, Glowbug been eating off of it for years. And I can safely say The gays have truly kept her relevant. Women, the song, yes, by all means. But the gays have kept Gloria relevant. When you see Gloria somewhere performing at a concert, the gays are putting Gloria on stage. Okay? The women ain't putting Gloria on stage. You know, the women want to see the men. Child, they ain't really thinking about seeing her old ass on stage. But the gays, you know, we will reach back and grab somebody old and make them relevant all over again. That's what we do. We have a tendency to hang out with nostalgia. We love old shit. That's we love, and I don't know, I think we're just wired that way. We love show tunes. We love old shit. We love remaking old shit, bringing old shit back. We like old shit. That's just the way we do. And when we get to loving something, we will love it into the ground, okay? That's just what we do. And we'll always, you go to a gay bar, you're not getting out of there. You're literally not getting out of there without hearing "It's Raining Men." Especially an old white bar. Oh, you're going to hear "I Will Survive." You're going to hear "It's Raining Men." You might hear Bette Midler. You're going to hear Cher. We love old shit. Okay, that's just the way it is. And we keep old shit relevant. Okay. Speaking of old shit that we've kept relevant is Gloria Gaynor. Now, it came up that Gloria Gaynor is getting ready to be she's getting ready to be honored at the Kennedy Center's honor. And I'm like, how the hell? Yeah, we made her relevant and stuff over and over again. But a Kennedy Center honors? That's nice. But really? Really? You're going to get to stand with the likes of a Tina Turner, a Nancy Wilson, Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, all these people. Gloria Gaynor? I said, okay. So I said, there's some more to know about this. Of course there is. Trump is hosting this year's Kennedy Center Honors. See the wraparound? And it was found out that Gloria, over the last 9 years, has been a MAGA supporter and has donated over $22,000 to MAGA over the years in support of Trump. And I said, oh, okay. So she's their girl. So that's how you got there. Now, that's all cool. That's all cool. Now, let me say this. I am steadfast. I believe everybody is allowed to do what they want. Everybody is allowed to love on who they want, vote the way that you want. That is your privilege to do that. Your feelings are your feelings, and that is fine. That is fine. So in no way, shape, or form am I saying that she can. I'm talking about what the culture is and what cancel culture is and how it works with my people, the gay ones and the black ones. Is Gloria Gaynor getting ready to get canceled? I really want to know. Or is she still going to get to come to the little sideways concerts that they give that keeps those older artists relevant and in front of the people? Is it going to be, and only time will tell. Only time will tell. But I'm willing to ask the question, and I don't give a good goddamn who gets mad. Is Gloria going to be canceled? See, I've been fussing for quite a few years about the cancel culture running over Chrisette Michele. Chrisette Michele has apologized profusely for her involvement with MAGA. All she did was sing at the inauguration. Y'all canceled her. canceled her. This man done left the White House, come back to the White House, and y'all still ain't using Chrisette Michele. I went to see Chrisette Michele last year, and I have to say, of the shows that I've partaketh in here, she's in the top 5. The show was phenomenal. I've always loved Chrisette Michele. She is definitely talented. She definitely deserves whatever accolades she gets, but she has not, and it seems will never be forgiven for her involvement. So is this getting ready to happen to Gloria? I'm just waiting to see. It's going to be very interesting to watch. Very interesting to watch. Because when women ain't behind you and the gays ain't behind you, when they were once behind you, it seems to take on a life of its own. It gets a little bit strange. But I don't know. You say, please stop trying to make Chrisette Michele a thing. Guess what, John? I never will. As long as I got breath in my body, I will never stop. And the thing is, I don't have to make her a thing. She is a thing. There's something that you can't take away. Chrisette Michele is talented. And it doesn't matter how you feel about her. You can't take that away. She is talented, and you either accept her or you don't accept her. But the deed does not. The deed does not warrant what is happening. I'm telling you, I'm sitting there, and there was like 50 people in the audience. Get out of here. That's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I've never sided with it, and I never will. I don't have to make her a thing. She is a thing. She's been back. She's been back to the White House because First Lady asked for her to go back to the White House. If Michelle asked for you to come back to the White House, come on, seriously? You'd have been back to the White House on multiple occasions, invited by the First Lady. The First Lady came out to a concert and come backstage to meet you. And we sitting around talking about, no, she canceled. We can't. No, she's canceled. It can't be reversed. Snoop Dogg is walking around here playing in y'all's goddamn face. Playing in y'all face. And y'all ain't saying nothing. Now, y'all really want to get into it? Would y'all really like to get into it? Snoop Dogg, love him dearly, but he playing in y'all face. And he ain't the only one. Straight playing in your face. Straight playing in your face. Biggest supporter of lesbian love that there ever was. Now all of a sudden, oh, the children. Bullshit. Playing in y'all's face. Now drop it like it's hot. Moving right along. So I want to know, is she going to be canceled? And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch. And I'm definitely going to have something to say. I'm going to have something to say. I don't like nobody being canceled, really. I really don't. I don't like nobody being canceled. Yes, you could say you did this and that wasn't too cool. And then we move along. You know? Okay, you did something that we wasn't happy about. And then we move along. But that picking and choosing and really? The cancel culture stuff, if it was across the board, we'd be like, okay, cool. But it really isn't across the board. It never has been across the board. Carrie Hilson. Why is Carrie Hilson still canceled? Because when the whole cancel culture thing, really, y'all really be trying to force people into an apology, right? So once they apologize, then what? And how many times we see certain people, they apologize, the apology gets thrown in their face, and they're still canceled. It doesn't make sense. It's It's like this. It just ain't, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's all about who get the lucky bounce and who don't. So let's speak on the girl. Listen, I was talking to my mother about this earlier today, and I told my mother, because my mother wasn't even aware. She's like, I don't know. I said something to my mother about Donna Summer and how the gays came for Donna's neck. And you know, we live for Donna. We live for Donna. Donna stayed relevant a whole lot because of the gays. And baby, she said something that didn't line up, which didn't really, for me, it didn't really shock me. It didn't shock me because Donna Summer actually comes from the church. She comes from the church, but all these years, she was quiet about whatever her thoughts were, which is what Gloria should have did. I'm sorry, they're trying to erase our history, and 350,000 Black women have lost their jobs. It's time to close ranks. Don't be sorry, John. You're fine. You're fine. And you're fine. This is, see, and let me stop right here. I'm going to say this because sometimes I get accused of, you can't say nothing to me, you can't disagree with me because I'll cancel you, which is a lie. It's an absolute lie. I have always ran my platform. First of all, I didn't build this platform on my own. I did not. It belongs to me. Hell, it belongs to YouTube, but it belongs to me. I am the face of Spill It Boy TV, but it was built with me and my people and us interacting. Me being who I am is because I do interact. I do answer emails. I do talk to you all. I do go back and forth. Before there was ever a way to go live, I was still attainable. It doesn't always play in my favor. I put myself at risk a lot of times. We talked about that yesterday, about different things with trolls and fanatics and things like that. But I've always run my ship where there's a back and forth. Now, if you disrespect me, I'll cuss your ass out. And keep moving. But no, don't be sorry. You can voice your opinion. I'm going to be respectful to you. You be respectful to me, and we could kick the bobo back and forth till I fall asleep up here, you fall asleep up here. So don't ever be sorry about pushing forth what you have to say, because I'm listening. And sometimes I might change how I feel because I don't know everything. And my feelings aren't always the right feelings. And sometimes when you don't know, or you haven't been presented another way of thinking, that's the beauty of it. So don't ever be sorry to voice yourself here. You can do that. And you're hearing it from me. So I just want to get that out of the way. So that's that. But Donna Summer, Donna said something, and baby, the gays was ready to get Donna, honey. They told her, you go on over there and have dinner with Gershwin, honey. You're not going to sit here and play in our face. We ain't messing with you like that. But it never shocked me because, again, she came from the church. And she never said, and that's what, actually, me personally, I feel like a good artist, such as a Beyonce or a Michael Jackson, you see who I'm pulling. These people, they didn't really tell you, and they don't really give you the lowdown on how they feel about the Janet Jackson. But didn't they come for Janet? They ran right up in Janet's Rhythm Nation and got her right together. She up there listening to Randy and went and said something political, and the people went right up around Janet's neck. Honey, they said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Girl, don't do it, Miss Janet. I did a video when I was like, is Janet so big that she can't be touched? Hell no. They went right up in her, honey. Right up in her. I don't like that Chrisette Michele is still canceled, but Snoop and Nelly got to live. Yes, ma'am. Miss Michelle, yes, ma'am. They all performed for Trump. Chrisette did it blind. Right. And I've heard apologies, oh God, 1,000 times. For things, homophobic things, colorism things, It is what it is. I've heard those apologies. I don't appreciate the apologies. I really don't. If you said something that is how you feel and how you felt, okay, and move on. I don't, that apology stuff, I don't want no fake apology from nobody. And you can sense it. It makes the little hairs on my arm stand up when I hear somebody apologize. Apologize. You know, out of my face with that mess. So I really don't. I don't want anybody canceled. But again, this is my job. And this is the area that we're in. With what was found out about Gloria Gaynor, she's now right there at that chopping block. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Will her, and again, I don't even know if she has, what does she even have? Like, well, I mean, there's a lot of fans that love the song, but I don't know, do they love her like that? See, people loved Donna Summer. Like, we had a whole thing with Donna Summer, because you know, it's not just one song. It's Donna's a whole movement. Like, Donna hit the stage and people fall out. Like, Donna had a whole thing. Donna had a whole persona. Gloria Gaynor doesn't really have a persona. She has a good song. You take the beat and the bass, take the bass line out, and what you got? What you got? Because to tell the truth, her version ain't even my favorite version. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. The nostalgia, I think the nostalgia of it and the feeling of the song has really outlasted Gloria. Because didn't you see how I started off when I told my younger people who she is? Nobody know nothing about the goddamn Gloria Gaynor. My mama said, "Who's Gloria Gaynor?" She did. My mother's not a music lover like me. My mother liked what she likes, and that's it. Okay, she liked what she liked, and that's it. My mother could give a damn. Now, my mother loved Natalie Cole. She loved Natalie Cole. You be talking to her, and you know she really like my mother. You'll be talking to her, and she break out, "I got love on my mind," and that's me. That does the breaking the song all off key and shit. That's me. That ain't my mama, but my mama loved Natalie Cole. My mother, the first thing she said, "Chef, what the fuck is a break?" And then I had to sing the song. I said, "Mom, you know the song." She said, "Oh, shit, yeah, okay." She said, "They're going to cancel her." I said, so, you know, I don't know if Gloria even got enough to sustain. I don't know if she got enough to sustain, you know? And again, with Donna, there's no, you know, Donna Summer, Gloria Gaynor, There's other people, you know, shit, people know Ronnie Spector, you know, more so than Gloria Gaynor. You know, you talking about disco. Yeah, come on. Anyway, moving right along. So, yeah, Natalie Cole was definitely something. First of all, she's a childhood prodigy, you know, and she's super, uber talented. People that never even really get into Natalie's voice. Natalie was one of the baddest sopranos, man. Quit playing. Natalie could get up in the rafters effortlessly. That Natalie was something serious. She really was. She was definitely her daddy's child. She's very, 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 very talented. Beautiful, beautiful. She had all of the shit. She really did. Natalie wasn't she was built like a brick shithouse. She was kind of statuesque and just a head full of beautiful hair. She had all the shit. She did. She really did. You know, she just was, and she had stage presence, and she commanded a stage. Do Gloria Gaynor command a stage? See, again, she ain't got none of this stuff. She ain't got none of this stuff. But this cancel culture thing is something serious. Remember when they went to Beyonce? Y'all know y'all love Beyonce. Y'all know y'all love B. But when B went over there and did that concert, I'm talking to you gays right now. I'm talking to you rainbow riders. Beyonce went over there to Dubai and did that concert. And if you've been with me, you know I ain't lying. I jumped right down there. I said, oh, y'all gonna get off her back. Y'all gonna get off her back. Here's the old gay telling you young gays you doing too much. You're doing too much. And I stand by every word I said in that video. Y'all doing too much and y'all doing it too fast. She went over there to Dubai. She did that concert. She made a shit ton of money. And who are you to tell her she can't go over there and perform for her fans? Those are her fans. She does not belong to us. One, she is not gay. She is not gay. Yes, she lives for us and we live for her, but she is not gay. She is a heterosexual, biological woman. And she has fans who are heterosexual, biological men and women who love her just as hard as we do. And she has a responsibility to them just like she does to us. So what she actually did was she saved you because you're not welcome in Dubai. Oh yeah, he said it. See, here we go. He said it. How dare he? I dare. I dare. You know they don't like you over in Dubai. Your sweet ass ain't Dubai ain't that ain't the spot. She was being responsible by not bringing her LGBTQ crowd to Dubai. You be hurt in Dubai. You were not welcome. She didn't advertise it all like that. She didn't do anything because let me tell you, there's gays that could very well afford to be sitting in the audience, and some was there, okay, but there's people that could have made it over there. But she is responsible. She wasn't gonna put you at risk by bringing you somewhere where she knows you're not welcome. People were so angry with Beyonce and they was ready to start throwing that cancellation mess around. And I said, just shut up. Y'all doing too much. She don't belong to us, y'all. She don't belong to us. She's at work. Chill and wait on your turn. You waited on your turn. She did the thing in Dubai. It was beautiful. They got you some footage. You got to see the footage. It was beautiful. The show was spectacular. Spectacular. But in the grand scheme of things, she had been working for years on what she was getting ready to drop on y'all while y'all was running around getting ready to turn on her like that without having a full understanding. Because that's what happens a lot of times. It's a turn on people like that before there's a full understanding of what is actually even going on. And what she did in Dubai was nothing but a flash in the bucket plucked out of 1/4 of what is known now as the Renaissance tour. But y'all was so busy, ready to go at her neck. Maybe I jumped on that thing so fast and said, y'all gonna get the hell on up out of B's face. That's what y'all gonna do. That cancel mess is treacherous. It really is treacherous. And anybody can be touched. You never know who's going to get. Maybe they ran up on Janet Jackson so fast. Maybe I said, girl, I heard her voice go down a couple octaves. I said, girl, she said, I promise her that I'll be worth the wait. I said, yeah, girl, hold up. Just a mess. Just a mess. So I will be interested to see what happens with old Gloria. Is Gloria still going to be able to come to the family reunions and sing her one song, honey, right before all the potato salad runs out? I'll be watching. Period. That's all I got to say about Miss Gloria. That's it. And Gloria can support whoever she wants. She could throw her money. I have to laugh. I'm sorry. Because that $22,000, pink, feminine money. Pink, feminine money. Because who foots the bill for Gloria to live the way Gloria lived? The gays and the women. Pink, feminine money thrown right at MAGA. Is what it is. That's her Pennsylvania privilege. She can do whatever she wants. She can vote for whoever she wants. She can support whoever she wants. But what she should have did was shut her goddamn mouth. So I'm telling you that now, Glowbug. You should have shut your goddamn mouth, because chances are you may not be allowed to anymore of the cookouts, girl. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to shut up. You're a singer. You're not a politician. Go in the booth, lie like some of the other people did. You know the people. Here we go. Let me get off of this before I get myself in trouble. Y'all be trying to cancel me again as usual. You know I don't give a damn. Anyway, but you know the people that came, that was all at the rallies, that was really just watching, which was really blowing smoke up a lot of our asses, honey. And then they went in the booth and MAGA, honey, right in the booth. But the whole time when they wasn't in the booth, they was giving Kamala, oh Kamala, and went right in the booth, honey. MAGA, honey. Liars. But I don't do politics, so let me get on off of it, because I'm a shit talker. I don't do politics. Let me move it along. Funky Dineva versus Tamar Braxton. Now, all the mess was going down. I went live. I said what I had to say. What did Gloria have to say? Gloria ain't saying nothing. Gloria waiting on her seat over there at the Kennedy. She ain't saying nothing. Ain't nothing to say. I did what I wanted to do. That's it. Ain't that? When she wrote them checks, she just said, "Miss Gloria, baby, ain't nobody think about Glowbug. I'm just gonna be watching. That's all. Watch and see what happened with Miss Glowbug. Whatever it is, it's all self-inflicted. I'll say that. Okay, so Tamar and Funky. All the people was at Funky. I came down. Y'all know I lives for me some Funky. I'm new here. Started watching you since Beyond the Gates. First time making a live. I love it here at your house. Well, I appreciate you, NW. I really, really do. I do. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting my Beyond the Gates little journey, because that's like a very small it's a steadily growing new journey of mine. I'm always excited to do something new on my channel, and that Beyond the Gates is just, I'm having so much fun with it. So thank you for being a part of that. Tamar and Funky. I live for Funky. Funky, a lot of people don't like Funky, okay? A lot of people don't like Funky. Funky, I like Funky. I love Funky. Funky walks so I could run. That's just the way it is. Now, when he's wrong, I say he's wrong. I don't agree with everything he says. I don't agree with everything he does. But I have a whole lot of respect for him. A lot of what I do, I learn from watching Funky. That's just the way it is. I learn from following Funky. He literally, he created this lane. You know, him and a couple other people, but he played a big part in this thing that I do. So got a lot of respect for him. Now, this whole thing with him and Tamar, I didn't feel like it was fair. He was being dragged. He was being dragged, and it was like they were saying it without saying it. They were accusing him of having something to do with her in that cryptic message, saying she fell down, bust her face, but let me take that back. She never said she fell down and bust her face. Her face was busted, her teeth was out, and she was in a pool of blood, and then she said she died, she almost died, and all of this kind of carrying on. So, but people, when there was no information, they start doing that bullshit, and then they just start throwing it at him. Somebody had to be at fault, so it had to be him. He didn't take care of her. From what I listened to, they was together, they was hanging out. Yes, when we are out together, we're supposed to be, aware of what's going on with our friends that we're out with, and we're supposed to take care of one another when we're out. If we're out and I fight, shit, you fight too. If we're out, some shit pop off, it's shit that popped off with all of us. Let's get it, let's go. And if I don't feel like that is the situation with you, I ain't going out with you. I could just as soon be by myself. Okay, so that's that. And so that's that. That's my feelings about that. But from what I took in, he literally, she was back at her house. They were back at the house. She was fine the last time he seen her. They got out of their ride. She went into the house. Funky got into his car. They parted ways. Whatever happened to her happened after they parted ways. So as far as I was concerned, he was cleared, and that was that. People that do not like Funky, because that's who it was. It was you bastards that do not like Funky, that took it and ran and created a narrative against that man with this. You just had to cling on to something. And I just looked, I said, because again, I know this job. I've been working this job since 2014. It didn't matter what he said. You don't like him, you needed to pin something to him. He called her a lady. Ain't she a lady? Ain't she a lady? He didn't call her sis. Y'all hate it when somebody call you cisgender. He didn't call her that. So y'all couldn't lean on that. You know, y'all done tore him up about that. So y'all couldn't lean on that. He didn't call her none of the other little derogatory words that tend to come out when because they swear he don't like women. So, you know, he didn't say fish. He didn't call her a bitch. He didn't do any of those things. So y'all literally jumped in and y'all grabbed a hold to, he called her that lady. So now that lady is disrespectful. That lady is now that's dismissive. That's come on, y'all. Just say y'all don't like the boy. Was he supposed to put her to bed? Then they'd have called him, they'd have said he was a deviant. They'd have said he was a deviant, Ronnie, if he'd have put her to bed. It was going to be something. It was going to be something because it was being driven by people that do not like Funky. And you could tell by the commentary, it was junkie this and this, that thing and the other, and that punk, that sissy. It was all these things that had nothing to do with what it was. And meanwhile, he really had cleared himself. I put her in the house. I got in my car. I went on. Now, where her teeth went, I have no idea. I have no idea. So this stuff went on and on and on. He got dragged. He really did. He got dragged. Well, we sitting around waiting. Next thing we know, Tamar done dropped a junket. I said, oh, because none of this is making no sense. None of this is making any sense. He's saying he didn't have any information. She called me. She asked me for Dr. Heavenly's number to get her teeth fixed. Okay, that's not out of the ordinary. You got 4 teeth missing. Yeah, you need to talk to Dr. Heavenly. But I said back in the beginning of it, if your teeth got knocked out some type of way the night before, you're not looking for Dr. Heavenly in the morning. And why ain't you in the hospital? None of that was making sense. Because if you just literally passed out, it takes time. I don't care if you do have money. It takes time to figure out what is going on. The body is a very complex thing. And it can shut down on you. But it don't usually just shut down and then come back on. It's not battery operated. So it doesn't usually just shut out like that. And then they just let you just back home later on. No, they be holding you, especially if you don't know what that happened and you done come outer body and you can't tell me what happened or anything like that. You'll be up in the hospital. And I'm gonna take you someplace with it. Listen. Little Nas X sat in jail for how many days? Because they couldn't figure out exactly what was going on with him. And all he did was all hide up. He was hide up, baby, strutting Miss Lizzie down the street. He wasn't home. And that little bit of taking off his drawers, I mean, he took off his drawers and he probably shook him a little bit with all of that he had going on. But they held on to him because they had to figure out what was going on with him. They didn't just turn him loose. He damn sure got the money. It was no issue about the money. He could have charged it. He didn't even have to write no check. he could have charged it. Okay, 75 grand. If y'all don't quit playing, 75,000 for Lil Nas X. If he didn't have it, like, because there were some people talking crazy in their little commentary. I said, you ain't got no money. You ain't got no money, and you don't know nothing about no money for real. You down here talking about YouTube checks. Ain't nobody talking about no goddamn YouTube checks. And some of the people that was talking don't have them type of YouTube checks. You don't know nothing about no money. When you got money and you're affiliated with money, money ain't no problem. They don't always have liquid money on them, but one of their friends do. You honestly think that the Cyruses would let Lil Nas just sit in jail if he didn't have 75 grand? Let's just be honest. He's not going to call on none of your black friends. He'll call on one of his white friends. Do you think Billy Ray Cyrus would let Lil Nas X sit in jail over a $75,000 bond? You know Billy Ray's still getting checks, right? Off of Old Town Road, right? You honestly think he would literally let Nas sit there? Do you think Miley would let Nas sit there? Like, let's be serious here. And they sit up talking, he's broke. He's broke. No, you're broke. Okay? You're broke. His version of broke and your version of broke ain't the same thing. Bitch, shut up. I was so irritated. I was like, what are you talking about, you good $250 nigga? What? He's broke. He got connections. That 75K, that's lunch money. Stop playing. Stop playing. Ooh, it just gets on my nerves when people be speaking from a place that they don't know nothing about. You speaking about a place somewhere you don't know nothing about. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You talking like this boy can't get a check for bond for 75K, and you run around trying to make $2,000 for your rent next month. Like, y'all not the same. You don't even know what you talk about. You don't even know what kind of money you talk. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut the hell up. Moving right along. Regular schmegler, actual celebrity. You know we like triple Z lists, right? We stay in your lane. Anyway, moving on. That made me mad. You know I love my little Nas X child. But you see how he sat because they didn't know what was going on. So they had to figure it out. They don't just let you loose. Do not just let you loose. Like, come on, get out of here. Us, regular people. You go down to the hospital and you done passed out. They don't know why you passed out. You staying. You staying. Oh, I don't know. I just woke up in a pool of blood. My teeth was out. You ain't going home. And only a fool want to go home. Then you see this whole little thing. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I seen this little junket, it just looks to me, it looked like a music video. A music video the old way. Music videos used to have a storyline. There were actors in the videos. So that's what I saw all of it. Mendices, Miss Evelyn, Funky was in the video. The vlogger, I can't think of her name right now. But all of these people, Nivea, was that Nivea? Yeah, Nivea. All these people, they're paid actors. That's all it was. It looks like it's pieces of a music video, the making of a music story. That's all it looked like. I don't know if there's really, see again, I don't believe none of it because I don't be playing with Janice like that. I think Janice she's really a attention-seeking individual. She really is. She's an attention whore. And that just is what it is. I have a hard time taking anything that Tamar is saying or doing to heart. I never believe her. I never believe her. Now, I will give Craig the writer Stewart, Craig, baby, you had way too much fun today over there with my sister Maddie. Well, you and let me take that back. He was not with my sister Maddie. He was by his goddamn self because Maddie was like, I am out of here. You know how Maddie do. Maddie gonna protect the brand that is T.S. Madison at all costs. She got right the fuck up out of Dodge. She went, I said, where she go? She didn't go up to the kitchen for some apple juice. She drove to the nearest Costco for some apple juice and then came back. And Craig had himself a good time giving y'all one old nasty I told y'all so. And he deserved that. He deserved that because I didn't like what she put Craig through. It was a mess. That was a mess. But that is Tamar. That is Tamar. I don't know why people think she's going to do anything any different than she picks and she plays, and then she plays victim, and then she apologizes, and all the while being a bitch the whole way through. That's what she does. And this was no different. So now I'm looking at Funky crazy because you could hear it in him. His feelings are hurt. His feelings are hurt because you thought that y'all was cool. Sure. She cool with everybody, as long as she need him for something. Anybody treat their own sisters the way she treat her sisters, why do you think you would be given? Like you think she like you better than she like Tony, Funky? Are you feeling okay? She treats Tony like shit. There's nobody in that family she don't treat like shit other than Evelyn, because Evelyn won't have it. Evelyn takes as much of her shit as she wants, and then Evelyn threatens to smack the piss out of her. But she's who she's always been. I don't even get mad with her no more. It is just a show. It's just a show. Everything about her is performative. I don't even get myself worked up about Tay-Tay no more. Tay-Tay, do what you do. I love to hear you sing, baby. That's it. I'll never try to take any of that away. I love to hear you sing. I don't need to see you do none of that old dancing and them costumes, girl. I can do without them. But just to hear you stand flat-footed and really sing, I love to hear you sing. Girl, can't nobody take that away from you. You got a golden egg in your throat, this thing, when you're using it properly. And every show is not your best show because you do be screwing up. But, it just is what it is. It's very performative, and I don't see this as anything different. Now, here's the thing. With all of this, now people are really questioning her like, wait, wait a minute. What is really going on? And then Funky come out live earlier this afternoon and that snapped smooth out and told her, oh no. And I think there was some regret because as much money as Funky does make, and Funky does make a very good living off of all the things that all the irons he has in the fire, he makes a good living. Okay. And that's not, he tells y'all, I make a good living. And he'll rub it in your face and cuss y'all out if he want to. You know he did. But I think he regretted he done worked for her for the free. I don't think he was on payroll for that thing. It was done in friendship. The whole being in the video and being part of the production. And he had kept it to himself. He had kept that to himself. And I don't believe, now listen to me good. I don't believe Tamar planned for this to go the way it went on Funky. But once it started moving on Funky the way it did, she saw how it was going to play well for her to do like she do and lay in the victim role. And then she just let it roll, which really tells to how dirty of a person she can be and how cutthroat and underlying that she can actually be. I really don't believe that I don't believe that she really meant to do that. What happened to him last weekend, I don't think she set out to do that. But once it started happening, she said, oh shit, this is good. Ooh, it's more engagement. And then she just ran with it because that's the type of broad she is. Yeah. I just think that's what it is. And then, like I said, I think Funky's seen the forest through the trees. And once he sees the forest through the trees, once you hurt Funky's feelings, you have a problem. You definitely have a problem. I don't know if you remember years ago. Of course, Spam. I remember what she did to Kevin and Mikhail. Are you crazy? That's when I first, if you followed me, Spam, like I know you have, I've always dragged her after she did the things she did. The Scorpion. I ain't never got off her neck. She's not to be trusted. She never was. She never was. I always felt like she threw other people under the bus. She's one of those type of people who will literally, I'll just make you look bad to make myself look better. And it's crazy because no, you don't. Everybody, there's a list of names of people that she done threw under the bus and sideways. She is a backdoor Barbie. That's who she is. That's who she is. She'll screw you before any gay man, honey. You got to watch her standing behind you. You ain't got to watch us. Watch her standing behind you, honey. She's the one that's not to be trusted. Child, we come through the front door and shake your hand and try to take you on a date. No. Tamar going to run right up on you, honey, from out of the backyard. You better watch her. You better watch her. I ain't no, girl, please. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This is who she's always been. But like I said, I think he literally it just caught him off guard. Like I did a good thing. I thought we was in a good space. Now you done used me, got my work, and I can't get my work back. And I'm going to tell you, when I heard him say, here's the words that I heard him say. You made money off of me, and I'm going to make money off of you. I said, uh-huh. That told me you done worked for her for the free. You done worked for her for the free. And that ain't even what he do usually. He usually is about his business. He is a businessman. He's about his business. And he lowered his guards. He worked for her for the free. And she treated him just like every other unimportant, I'm going to say it, gay accessory that she has. All her bracelets that she carries around with her, she treated him just like the rest of them. And he didn't like it. He didn't like it. So today he got her ass thoroughly together and told her, you're going to either get out here and make this right, or girl, we're going to do it. I'm going to tell it all. That was the last thing I saw. I said, this is a whole mess. It's a whole mess. And I really do. I don't think that her initial situation was to actually throw him under the bus and sacrifice him to the public. But once it actually started happening, she didn't stop. She could have stopped it. She literally, and that's all he kept saying. All you had to do is just make another old cryptic post and say, Funky Dineva didn't do anything to me. Funky Dineva did not snake me. He did nothing to. That's all she had to do. But she wasn't going to do that because the momentum was building. She dropped her junket. And then this whole little thing when he was telling us about her publicists and her handlers and how they was not handling him and ignoring him and not return call. Baby, you've been thrown under the bus. It is what it is. And then the line that made me push my button when she told him, oh, we'll make up later. I still love you. Tell me you don't give a damn about me without telling me you don't give a damn about me. See, I've had that done to me before by someone, not on this same level. Not on the same level because my situation blew up in the person's face. But I had a person that I was cool with, another content creator who literally pulled a coup and called herself going to basically called herself disrespected me and fall out with me for no reason. No reason at all, just made something up and thought that it would drive attention to their channel, and their channel kind of went. But had it worked the way that they planned to do me real quick and then we'll make up later. Well, I'm a Capricorn, so you should never fuck me over and then say we're gonna make up later because I may never speak to you again because I'm that type of bitch. But gamble. It's the business. That's the business. This is the business of show business. This is a little show business, just a little show business. But that's the first thing that came to mind. That's the first thing that came to mind with me when I heard that line. I said, "Oh yeah, she got you. She got you." You say, James, being a public figure, have you lost a lot of friends because of it? Jennifer, the truth of the matter is, I've been a public figure for a very long time. So, like, kind of as far back, it's I haven't lost friends because of it. I've had people draw to me, and I've thrown friends away because of it. They always expose themselves. Before I came to YouTube, I was already a public figure. Remember, I'm a pageant queen. I did drag. I'm a title holder. I've always kind of been, a lot of my adult life, literally coming into being an adult, I have been in the public eye. So I've always had to kind of watch myself and why do people like me? Why are you connecting yourself to me? So yes, I've lost some I've thrown away, some I should have threw away. This is just my life. My life was this before I ever came to YouTube. It was that before I ever came to YouTube. Before that, before I even did any of that, the drag stuff, I sewed. I used to sew. So people knew me. It's always been people who kind of knew me and I didn't know them. It's always kind of been that way. So I've always had to be very careful about who I let up close to me. That's just been my life. It's a blessing. It really is. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Blessing and a curse at the same time. When you can do things that people that are marketable, because that's what it is. When you can do things that are marketable, it's a gift that God gives to you, even if it's even if it's a few things, but it comes along with that human draw and that I'm going to use you thing. And I've been dealing with it as long as I can remember. And it wasn't always outside people. It started with family. It started with family. So that's why I answered the question that way. I've been dealing with it as far back, damn near, as I can remember. I've been handling like clients and stuff and dealing with people and doing services since I was about 15 years old, 15, 16 years old. So it's always been that. I've always had to really watch who I let close to me. It's draining. It is draining at times. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's something else. It really is something else. And I think this is what basically happened to Funky. And Tamar she's a pariah. She really is an energy sucker. As much talent as she has, she could really stand on her own. But she is just toxic. She likes all that performative foolishness. And I think she really does like to make people feel bad to make herself feel better. Because she got issues. She got issues. And I don't think that it's the issues that she be telling us that she has. A lot of that shit is performative. A lot of it's performative. I don't believe a lot of the stuff that she be laying on is really issues. It's just for attention. But who am I to say it? Spill It Boy TV, that's who. Now I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna leave now. Y'all have a great night. I done said what I had to say. Probably too much. There's probably gonna be some people that's mad at me. Now go drag me. I don't give a damn. I said what I said. Period. Thank you for the super chat, my baby. I appreciate it. And we keep forgetting that she did this on his birthday. From the time she walked in the door, didn't the party become all about her? Classic Tamar. I said it when it was going on. I saw, there she goes. There she goes. And the people that don't like him jumped on him about that. You can see the way he was looking at her. No, you can see the way she was acting. You could see the way she was acting. She acted like that party was thrown for her. Because in her mind, it was. That's it, y'all. I'm going. I ain't messing with Janice. I'll be watching. So I want to see who's going to get canceled first. Janice or Glowbug? I'll be watching. K Michelle has new music coming too, and Real Housewives. I talked about it too, Snaps. I did a video about it. And yeah, I did a video about the video I did about Funky and Tamar. I talked about K Michelle in that too. Are you going to do Beyond the Gates tonight? It's almost 1 o'clock. Yeah, give me 10 minutes. I'll come back and we'll do episode 121. Yeah, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes and I'll come back and I'll do Beyond the Gates. All right? That fair? Okay. I'll get me some water. And I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming. I love y'all for real. I will talk to y'all shortly. Those of y'all who watch Beyond the Gates. And even if you don't watch Beyond the Gates, come on and yeah, come on and do Beyond the Gates. And here, let me do old nasty piece of shameless plug while I'm at it. Y'all come on and meet me at sea. I'm voyaging. I'm going on doing a cruise May 2026. We're doing Virgin Voyages. Come on and get with me and come on and cruise with me. Meet me in person and hug me around the neck. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Whatever it is, let's have a drink. Let's do a dance. Let's do the thing. Just if you're interested in coming on the cruise, I got everything in place. I can help you through with all of your booking needs and all of that stuff. Just send me an email to treasuretravel@yahoo.com and just say you're interested in the cruise, and I'll send you all the information you need, and I will help you through with everything you need to make sure you're with my group and you get all the things that you're supposed to get, all the little surprises and all of that I have planned. It's Mother's Day weekend in May 2026. All right. Okay, that's it. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. Come cruise with me. Gonna have a good time. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.